And we're live.
Fun.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Anna. Thank you for being here today. We're just going to give it a minute to let some people join our stream. I know that some people have been asked to be notified about our live event, so we'll give them a moment to join us. For those who are watching the replay of this video, please let us know you're watching the replay. Just drop the word replay in the comment section so we can see how many people have come back to our Facebook page or our YouTube account to watch the event. All right. So Anna, how's your day been so far?
We all have busy lives, right? So it's been a little crazy. We got a summer student, so we're training her.
That's
She's
exciting.
going to be sort of like you, Leah. She's going to be doing some social media type things. And we've done some research in the past. And one of the things we've heard consistently from all of our stakeholders is that there is not enough awareness of the furniture bank.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for putting this together and for all of the amazing work that you do.
Mhm.
So as
It's
part of the tasks for our summer student, she's going to be looking at how we can generate more awareness and engagement within the community.
That's awesome. I think that you guys are doing such great work, and everyone needs to know about it. Okay, so we're just going to wait another couple of seconds to let people join the stream. We're starting to build an audience. If you're here, let us know. Drop your name in the comments. Give us a little wave. If you're watching the replay after Wednesday's broadcast, please let us know by dropping a comment so we know how many people have checked back. As we go through this live stream, if you have a question, drop it in the comments at any time. I can read them off here. We can involve your question in our discussion. And all right, so we'll get started. I'm here with Anna from Furniture Bank, powered by Redwood Park Communities. We're going to start. We're going to start today with a land acknowledgement. So thank you for being here. As we begin, United Way 𝘁𝗵𝗄𝗆 acknowledges that we are situated on the traditional land of the 𝘁𝗵𝗵𝗆. The 𝘁𝗵𝗵𝗆 include the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. The Huron-Wendat and the Haudenosaunee nations have also walked this territory over time. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the process of reconciliation and respect with all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people. Okay, so everyone, my name is Leah Wells. I'm the Marketing and Communications Specialist with United Way 𝘁𝗵𝗄𝗆. And we're live here today with Anna from the Furniture Bank. And the reason why we're talking to Anna today is because I think it's very important that our donors know where their money is being used. And the Furniture Bank is one of the very important projects that is funded in part by United Way 𝘁𝗵𝗄𝗆. We actually have 6 collaborative projects currently running across 𝘁𝗵𝗄𝗆, one in each region. And they're collaborative because we're working with the agencies in that region to create projects that are going to help to address poverty and social inclusion issues specifically in that area. And Anna and I actually met a couple of weeks ago. I had the best opportunity to go and meet with her and Tandy, the client service coordinator over at the Furniture Bank, and tour the facility both in North Simcoe and in Barrie and see in person what it is that they do. We actually got some great photo content and video content, which we'll be sharing all this week. So we'll be sharing lots of information about what the Furniture Bank is doing across our social media accounts. So please stay tuned for that. But the purpose here today is to talk to Anna and have her give us some really great insight into what the project is doing, who it's supporting within the Barrie area and across North Simcoe as well. So Anna, I'm going to pass it off to you just to introduce yourself and tell us all a little bit about what your role is with the Furniture Bank.
Sure. So my name's Anna, obviously, and I'm the managing director of the Furniture Bank. So that's my big official title. And when we started doing this work within this space, what the Furniture Bank is today. It was only a couple of years ago. So the United Way 𝘁𝗵𝗄𝗆 Collaborative Partnership Grant is the reason why the Furniture Bank exists. This would not be here. I know it looks small. I'm in a Zoom room right now, but it's actually very cool. And you should come down and see the Furniture Bank, and I will give you a tour and show you exactly. It's hard to talk about over video. It's much easier, right, Leah? Like, it's much easier to understand how it works if you come to the Furniture Bank.
Absolutely.
So, you can reach out to Leah and she will give you my contact information. Please come down. But the Furniture Bank would not exist without the United Way funding, for sure, 100%. When we first started a couple of years ago, it was run and has, for the most part, been run by two barely adult-sized ladies. Myself and Tandy, our client service coordinator. We did literally everything. Tandy is my right-hand lady. I often say that she really runs the Furniture Bank. She manages all of the clients. She works with all of the referring agencies. So referring agencies are how we get clients. So, for example, a Busby Center or a Barrie Women and Children Shelter, those are referring agencies. So she works with caseworkers and she helps to make sure everybody gets the funding that they need and gets the furniture that they need. And then I get to do stuff like this, and I write reports and I apply for funding and I do all the managing directory stuff. But I also still serve as a referring agency myself. So if a client is not affiliated with one of the 40 referring agencies on our list, like super comprehensive, they can just call me directly on my cell phone and I'll put the referral through for them. So that's really nice because I still get to keep really close connection with every single level of what's going on. Because we have some warehouse team members now. So Tandy and I don't have to do all of that work and then also move all of the furniture as well and do every single thing and clean the warehouse. Oh, I still take the garbage out, but it's nice to have some help. So that's who I am. And then we also have some collaborative partners, lots of them. Did you want me to go into that, Leah, or?
I'm sure. Why don't you talk a little bit about who you're partnered with? And as part of that, if you can tell us exactly what is the mission of the Furniture Bank,
Sure.
and why it's so important to all of these specific agencies.
For sure. So we have two primary outcomes in our under the umbrella of our mission. So we want to build safe, affordable, hopeful housing. That's the mission of Redwood. So Redwood Park Communities is the umbrella that the Furniture Bank operates under. So we want to build safe, affordable, hopeful households through supportive community. And the Furniture Bank has two primary outcomes. So we want to build, healthy households. And healthy households aren't just indicated by furniture wealth. So when I say furniture wealth, what I mean is, do you have furniture to support your basic needs? And then from there, do you also have artwork on your walls? Does your house look like a home and function like a home? So a healthy household is not just indicated by furniture wealth, but also the safety of the furniture, the affordability of the furniture and the service, and then the hopefulness that the space provides. So that's our first primary outcome. Our second primary outcome is healthy communities. So our healthy communities are indicated by the connection and collaboration between the individual members and the organizations that build the community, as well as the environmental health. So we have two outcomes, I guess. One of them is the social outcome. So the folks who need furniture getting furniture. And then the other outcome is the environmental impact that the Furniture Bank service provides.
And who are the agencies that you are working with to, bring the Furniture Bank to life?
Well, the Toronto Furniture Bank was really instrumental in getting us going because they've been doing this for 23 years. So they can provide us with a lot of learnings and some best practices, and also the infrastructure that keeps everything running. I mean, all of the boring stuff that nobody wants to talk about, but you need to do in order to run an organization. So we need to track our inventory. We use a Salesforce system to track all of our incoming and outgoing inventory. It's also how we know what our impact is, right? That's very important. How many people are we serving? How much waste are we diverting from landfill by bringing furniture here instead of to the dump? So the Toronto Furniture Bank provides us with that infrastructure. And then Jeff's Junk is our logistics partner. So they pick up all of the donations, and they also deliver all of the furniture packages to clients. And they, Kelly's if I had two right arms, Kelly would be my second right arm woman or right hand woman. She books all of the clients and makes sure that their deliveries move seamlessly. And then in the North Simcoe, that's our other project, which is also supported by the United Way. We work collaboratively with Shelter Now and Rosewood. Our primary partner, though, is CLH Developmental Support Services, and they are fantastic. All of our partners are fantastic. It can be hard to work so closely and interdependent with other organizations, but I think our ethos between all of the organizations I've mentioned are really well suited for each other, and we have a fantastic working relationship with all of those organizations.
Excellent. It's great to see all of the agencies coming together to address such an important issue. One of the things you mentioned, Anna, one of the words you used was furniture wealth. And the opposite of that, the flip side is obviously furniture poverty. So why is furniture poverty such an important issue to tackle?
I mean, furniture poverty is something that I think most people don't think about. Probably have never even heard that term before. Mm-hmm. But it's very important because it's essential for housing stability. We talk about housing first. We talk about, houses, not tents. That was a big campaign that Busby just did. But what happens when you get into your place and you don't have a bed to sleep on and you don't have a couch to sit on? It is a very hopeless environment, and it can become a very dangerous environment. So everybody on our furniture bank, almost everybody, because we have a couple of summer students now, but almost everybody on our furniture bank team, even some of the delivery guys that work with Jeff's Junk, have what's called lived experience. Lived experience means we've all been there in some degree. So there's somebody on our team who she came from the Barrie Women and Children Shelter. So she was somebody who had experienced intimate partner violence or domestic abuse. She left that very dangerous situation, went to shelter. At the time, the rules were it's an emergency, right? So you can stay there for up to 8 weeks. And you have to have your life figured out by the end of those 8 weeks. And that's really challenging to do under good circumstances. But if you also have children and you also you also don't have a job, maybe you haven't been allowed to manage your finances, you haven't been allowed to have any money, it's very challenging to now all of a sudden you have to have an income to find a place. You have to find a place within 8 weeks, something that's affordable, and you need to have your furniture and your food and everything set up. It's almost an impossible task, especially if you're coming from an abusive situation that's quite isolating, right? That's one of the hallmarks of abuse. So you don't have that support there. So this individual I'm speaking about, she got a place with her children, and she said it wasn't long that she was there before she started thinking, was it really so bad where I was? Like, at least my kids had a bed to sleep on where we were before. And so that individual I'm talking about ended up going back to her partner because the space that even though she had a roof over her head, that's not enough, man. Like, you need, if you're a student, you need a desk and you need lighting to do your homework, to move forward in life. If you're working hard labor, you need a soft bed to sleep on at night. You need adequate rest. And so we often see a lot of folks who do not have they don't have a truck to move furniture. There's stuff that you can get for free off of Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace, and that's fantastic. We call that self-resolve. If people have the means and the desire to go and source furniture for free through those services, that's incredible. But not everybody has access to that. I didn't have access to that. I was homeless when I was 18. I didn't have a truck to move furniture. I had people who wanted to give me stuff, but I had no way to get it where I was. And I took the first place that I could find because I was homeless and I just needed a place to live. I needed some stability with the first person that I could find, who is a wonderful, absolutely wonderful human being and I love so deeply, but they had substance abuse issues. And that created a very dangerous situation for me. It was a very dangerous living situation. I'm 18 years old, trying to go to school. I'm trying to work and I'm coming home. And because our house didn't have anything to pillage or steal, all of the friends of this person who also had substance abuse issues were coming to squat in our apartment. And it became I ended up going back to being homeless because finding a couch to sleep on for a couple of nights was safer than where I was living. So furniture poverty is something that people don't think about, but it is absolutely a crisis and something that needs to be addressed if we want people to be able to move forward in their lives.
That's an excellent response. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Anna. I guess that takes us to the next question. Who can use the furniture bank and what does that process look like for a client who's been referred to you or comes to you direct?
So anybody can use the furniture bank who needs furniture. We're very low barrier. Logically, if you think about it, the resale value on furniture is so low that the risk for somebody using the service fraudulently is crazy low. So we keep a very low barrier and access point, I suppose, to the furniture bank. But we're also responsible. So most of our clients come to us through a referring agency. There's a form that an agency can fill out. We've got so many of them. Salvation Army is a referring agency. The Barrie Native Friendship Center is a referring agency. We have 40 of them. They fill out an online form which just asks basic information about the client. And then we trust that the referring agencies know their clients best. I don't need to do a background check into people to make sure that they need donated furniture. We just want to help people, and it's important to us because so many times when you're dealing with people who have experienced housing precarity, you are constantly having to explain your situation. You're having to plead your case. It's very re-victimizing. It's dehumanizing. Speaking from my own experience, it is absolutely it's just dreadful to constantly have to explain to people why you need access to, to get your basic needs met. So we try to avoid that. We trust that the Barrie Women and Children Shelter knows that these ladies need furniture. So they send us the form. So we have their basic information. Our client service coordinator reaches out to them. Everything that's donated to us gets photographed and uploaded to an online store. So anybody can have, even if you have some ability issues where it's hard, or maybe you don't have access to transportation, it would be hard to get to the warehouse. Everybody has access to everything that's here online. You can shop just like you're going on Wayfair. And she also, there's a cost for the service. So she helps people apply for funding. Most of our folks qualify for funding that covers 100% of the cost, so they pay nothing out of pocket. If they don't qualify for funding, we just work with them to find out what's affordable for them. So people just pay what's affordable. And we use an internal grant that we have to from the Social Community Investment Fund to cover whatever's left from the cost that they can't afford. But it's a very dignified way because, again, you don't have to plead your case to get access to the furniture bank, and you have some ownership in it now. You have some ownership in the process, and you get to choose the furniture. You're not just getting given whatever people can give to you. You actually get to create your own space. And then once all of that's worked out, our friends at Jeff's Junk will reach out to the client. They'll figure out what is a good day to deliver the furniture. And then their amazing team will, we have our 2 warehouse people now, so Tandy and I aren't always packing the orders. Our 2 warehouse people will pack the orders, and the amazing team at Jeff's Junk will come and pick it up, and they'll drop it off to the clients.
It's incredible. When I toured the warehouse a couple of weeks ago, I was incredibly impressed with the inventory system that you have set up there. And Anna actually showed me what a client would see if they were to do their shopping online. And it is a lot like Wayfair. You fill your shopping cart, you choose what you want for your space, and there's quite a bit of selection, which is really nice for somebody who's building a home from scratch, able to create. I've picked up the lingo from you, Anna, a hopeful space and a space to move forward with their lives. So that's pretty incredible. So how much would it cost for somebody to furnish a home from scratch, if they were buying all new furniture versus, the cost of going through the furniture bank?
So, I mean, it depends on the size of your home. I think the data has shown Toronto Furniture Bank has done some incredible research around this in collaboration with some academic centers. So what they have found is it would cost anywhere from, depending on the size of your home, around $3,000 to over $8,000 to furnish a home. And most of the clients who come to the furniture bank pay nothing out of pocket. The service is free because there is funding that can cover the cost of the service. And for folks who don't qualify for funding, we just ask them what's affordable for them. The cost of the package, we're not a used furniture store, so you get what you need for your home. The package costs are based on the size of the home, not the number of items of furniture that you need. And then there's a cap. So even if sometimes we'll have, especially with folks who are refugees and they're coming here and they might be in a 3-bedroom home, but they have 10 people living in their home. So they wouldn't pay anything more than somebody who is living in a 3-bedroom home just because they need more stuff. There's a cap to it. And they tell us what they can afford. So the average cost for an out-of-pocket client, I think, was $238 last time I calculated it. But again, that's dictated by the clients. We work with them, so that's what they've said they can afford. The most anyone would ever pay, regardless of the size of their home, would be $600, which is crazy inexpensive considering the top end of what we've just discussed was $8,000. So it's very inexpensive. That being said, if you're taking home a disability check, $600 might as well be $10,000. Like, it's not affordable. And so that's why we work with the clients to find out what's affordable for them, and we work back from there.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. So for people who are interested in donating furniture to the Furniture Bank, I know there's a couple of different ways you can do that. It's different between the North Simcoe area and Barrie. Can you tell us a little bit about what that process might look like?
For somebody who's donating in North Simcoe versus Barrie?
Yes.
So if somebody wants their furniture picked up in North Simcoe, it's the same process. They just call. You can go on our website and you can call. There's an online form you can fill out for a quote for pickup, or you can call the 1-800 number, which goes to Toronto Furniture Bank, and they'll give you a quote for pickup. And that's all done through Jeff's Junk. If you want to drop off in North Simcoe, we have a drop-off center, and that is managed by our furniture specialists, which we've hired through CLH Developmental Support Services. They're incredible. So that's at Access Storage on William Street, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're open. And then they also will upcycle furniture up there as well. We've got a little paint shop going in our storage unit, and we have some, I guess you would call it integration experiences. So folks who know how to refinish furniture are working with our CLH employees to teach them, and our CLH employees are teaching us stuff too, because they're quite capable as well. So they work on repairing and upcycling some of the furniture that's brought to us, and they also collect all of the furniture that's donated from the folks in North Simcoe.
Excellent. Rosie's asking, what areas qualify for pickup? Is there boundaries?
Simcoe County, anywhere in Simcoe County. Obviously, the cost for pickup will depend on where you are from our service center. I am not that's all through our logistics partner, Jeff's Junk. So I am not the expert on that. That's one of the reasons why we love the collaborative so much. We recognize that there are many areas in which we are not experts. There are areas in which we are experts, and there are areas where we are not. So we rely on our collaborative partners to be the best judge of how to run those things.
Excellent. Okay, so I wanted to open it up. If there's anybody watching who has any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And in the meantime, Anna, is there anything that we didn't cover that you wanted to share with regards to the Furniture Bank?
I can share some impact numbers with the folks who are watching.
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful.
For 2021, we had 171 donors, so people who donated furniture, and they donated 1,705 items. So to give you some context, that's 19 U-Haul trucks worth of furniture that was diverted from landfill and put into the homes of 121 homes. So 254 individuals had their homes furnished through those donations. And by keeping that furniture out of landfill and putting it into the homes of people who need it and want it, we saved the city over $144,000 in waste management costs. And we abated enough carbon, because whenever you dump something, it produces carbon emissions, right? So we abated enough carbon it would be the equivalent of taking 26 cars off the road for a year in Ontario by diverting that furniture from landfill. And it's a really important thing, because the Barrie landfill in particular is quite full, and we are reaching capacity. So anything we can do also, like, we want to protect the environment, obviously, but anything we can do to reduce our impact on the landfill is also very important.
Wow, it's just a win-win-win all the way around, just like Rosie said in the comments. Yeah, it's really incredible what your team is able to do with the Furniture Bank. And I want to thank you so much for your time, Anna. I know you're very busy. You guys have a lot going on over there at the Furniture Bank.
But, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock already.
Well,
thank you, Leah, for this wonderful experience. And thank you, United Way, and all of the people who donate to the United Way. I can't stress this enough. If it were not for the United Way, there would be all of the impact numbers I just shared with you would not have happened if it weren't for your contributions to the United Way. So thank you so much.
Yes, big thank you to our donors. I think it's really helpful for them to see and hear about all the projects that are happening, and really the impact that the Furniture Bank and projects like it are creating within our communities. So Anna, thank you so much for being here. Alex says that was so informative. Thank you, Anna and Leah. You're welcome, Alex. It's been a pleasure. This video will continue to live on our social media. So if you are watching the replay, please just let us know by dropping the word replay in the comments and share. I think that there's a lot of people who would find this information incredibly helpful. And in conclusion, for the rest of the week, we will be highlighting the Furniture Bank on our social media profiles. We have some video content, photos, but like Anna said, if you're interested in touring the Furniture Bank, she is willing to do tours. So feel free to reach out. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. Great timing. I'm going to end this broadcast and I hope to talk to you soon, Anna. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye.